What's going on, guys? John Elder here from Codemy.com, and in this video, we're going to look at the command link button for PyQt5 and Python. Alright guys, like I said, in this video, we're going to look at the command link button. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more like it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com, where I have dozens of courses with hundreds of videos that teach you to code. Use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. It's all my courses, videos, and books. One-time fee of just $49, which is insanely cheap. Okay, like I said, in this video, we're going to look at the command link button, and that's this guy right here. It's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of interesting. We're going to take a look at it. You can see we click on it, we increase the little counter here. Very simple app we're going to make just to show how to use this thing and why you might want to use this thing, or maybe you don't want to use it, but we'll take a look at that in this video. So let's head over to our terminal, and let's open up the designer. So I'm in my C PyQt5 directory, got my virtual environment turned on. You just type in the designer command, and then this pops up. This is the PyQt designer. We want to create a main window. So let's resize this guy a little bit. We don't need it to be quite this big. There we go. So the command link button, that is right here in the buttons section. You can see it, we can grab it, drag it over. I don't know, right about there's probably fine. And it's this weird kind of hybrid thing. It's sort of a button, it's sort of a label, it's sort of an icon. What in the world is this? Well, this was introduced in, I think, Windows Vista. If you remember that horrible, horrible operating system from, God, it's been 15 years ago or so, whatever it was terrible. But for some reason, they created this thing for Vista, and it just kind of stuck around. And it acts like a button. You click on it, and it does button-y things. It will run a function or do whatever. But it also has this text, and it also has this icon, and there's no actual button, like it's not surrounded by a button image or anything. So when we click off of it, we can see this is it. It's just kind of weird. But you might want it. I don't know why you would, but this is how we use it. So we can come over here and let's click on this guy, and let's give this another name so we can reference it later. And I'm going to call this next command link button, because we're going to click it and make it increment a counter, next number in the counter. Call it anything you want. Just we want to, make it a little bit unique. So let's come down here and let's give it something else. And let's say increase counter or something. That's fine. Now you'll notice right here it says icon, and here's a little arrow. And this is the characteristic of the command link button. It has this little blue arrow on it, but you can change that if you want. So we can come over here, click this, and choose a file. We played around with icons before. So we're in our PyQt directory. Let's see, I've got some images. I downloaded some icons several videos back. You can check that out if you're interested. But we just click on any of these, and if we want to make this an animal, boom, you can see now it's a little animal. So you could change that icon. I'm gonna go ahead and change that back, Control V to undo that. But that's sort of what a command link button is. It's just this text with whatever. So, okay, we've got this. Now let's play around with this a little bit. Let's add a label here. So I'll come down here, grab a label, stick it up here, and let's resize this a bit and make it nice and big. Okay, so then I'm gonna click on this and come up here, and let's rename this next label, I guess. We'll stick with the whole next theme. And then let's come down here, and well, first off, let's make this much bigger. Let's just go like 48 or so. All right, so nice and bigger. So we're gonna have to resize this a little. All right, whatever. Bring it up here, bring it over here, play around with this. And we can then do this. I don't know, whatever. So we've got this text label. Let's change this from saying text label to like 0. We'll start our counter off at 0. And you notice it's on the left-hand side. Let's change the alignment. So we can come down here, click on alignment. And then instead of left, let's put this at right, bop it over there. Okay, so whatever, that looks fine. So we've got our command link button here. We've got our little label here. Let's go ahead and save this, compile it into a Python program, and then play around with this a little bit more. So come up here, File, Save As. And I'm just going to save this in my PyQt5 directory. I'm going to call this CB for command button, I guess. I don't know, right? So let's head over to our terminal. And if we ls, we see, sure enough, here's that cb.ui file we just created. Now we need to turn it into a Python file. So let's type PyQt5 -x Now name the file that we want to change. It's cb.ui, and we want to dash output into a new file named cb.py. So okay, ls, we could see cb.py exists, and we're good to go. We can run Python cb.py just to make sure it looks okay. And all right, it's a little scrunched up in there. I might change that around, but good enough. And you can see we got this thing. When we click on it, it sort of puts a little outline when we hover over it. And when we click on it, it kind of changes like a button, like when you click on it, but nothing's actually happening when we do that. So let's open this cb.py file and actually write some code so that the button does something when we click on it. So head over here to Sublime Text Editor. And as always, I'm using the Sublime Text Editor in the Git Bash terminal. And as always, you can find a link to the code in the pinned comment section below, as well as a link to the playlist with all the other PyQt5 Thursday videos in this series. So let's go to File, Open. Let's go ahead and navigate to our PyQt5 directory and open that cb.py file. And here it is. Get rid of our stuff here. Okay, so we've got our code here. And the very first thing I want to do is create a count. So let's go self.count. And let's set that equal to 0. And this is just going to be a variable that keeps track of where our counter is. And when we start the program, it's going to start out at 0. So now let's come down to where the button actually sits. And that looks like command link button right here, Qt widgets. All right. And let's add a little function here. So let's go clicked equals, and this is going to be lambda colon. And let's call this self.increment. And this will be a little function that gets called whenever we click this button. And go ahead and copy this. Now notice this is a lowercase l. I know it looks like a capital L, but this is a capital L. It's very brackety and angular. This is a lowercase l. It's kind of swoopy, looks like a reverse J. Sublime just does that. I know it looks like a capital L, but it's a lowercase l, so make note of that. So, okay, we've got our stuff here. Now let's come down here. And anywhere down here, let's create a little function called increment, and we want to pass in self. Now we want to increase our counter every time this gets clicked. So let's go self.count plus equals 1. And now if we head back over to our designer here and click the label, we can come up here and see that the name of this label, we named it next label. So we can copy that and come down here and let's say output to the label. And up here, let's make a little comment that says increment the counter, just for fun. So here we could just go self.nextLabel.set text, and we can set this to anything we want. We want to set it to whatever self.count is. Now self.count is an integer, it's a number, and you can't put numbers in labels, so we actually have to convert this to a string. So we'll just wrap this whole thing in the string function, and all right, that should work. So let's go ahead and save this, head over to our terminal, and let's run Python cb.py. And when we do, we get this ridiculous little app here. We click this button, it increases the counter by 1. Every time I click it, it increases, and we're good to go. So you'll notice, it has a little outline around it. That's kind of cool, I guess. When you click it, it kind of flashes like a button would. I guess that's interesting. I don't know. It's just a weird little command link button thing. People ask me what in the world that is. That's what it is. That's kind of all there is to it. You might want to use this in your app for some reason. I don't really know what that would be, but if you do, that's how you use it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and I don't know, kind of fun, I guess. So that's all for this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, and check out Codemy.com where you can use coupon code YouTube1 to get $30 off membership. So you pay just $49 to access all my courses, over 47 courses, hundreds of videos, and the PDFs of all my best-selling coding books. Join over 100,000 students learning to code just like you. My name is John Elder from Codemy.com, and I'll see you in the next video.